Clarence, what is the story of the feather?
It means that the hawk had brought a twig in his mouth and presented to our people so that they could add it to the fire. We're known as fire builders, and we're keepers of the fires. We're Pokagon people. The name was given to us by the Chippewa people, and we think that a lot of things that we do in life are represented to our people and how we respect ourselves. And that's how the feather comes to us, through that hawk.
Humility. Humility is to know yourself as a sacred part of creation, and that we're not better than each other, but equal to each other. MGM is the latest structure we put into place to hold our manufacturing investments. And the reason we put MGM together was because we're always focused on the long term. And we're looking for solid management who is also invested with us. We were able to sit down with them and structure an investment called Mno-Bmadsen to hold their company, AccuMold, and the new companies will continue to buy in the manufacturing sector.
Well, the company's been around for 53 years and we're just getting going, so we're excited. We think that there's a good, strong, long-term prospect for injection molds.
So the way it works is when it burns down to the steel, you gradually reduce your electrical discharge to the point where it puts in a very fine part shape and also a very fine finish on the steel. So this shape that you're seeing right here will actually be formed into the steel.
This is our 3D machine, basically anything that needs machined in a 3D format. They want to keep progressing with new technology and try to keep up with the times.
So in this particular case, you know, you've got all this action here to create these two cavities. So this is a 4-cavity mold, and it will have underneath here, you will have between 48 and 60 small little pins to eject that part off. After being in business for almost 54 years, we have a pretty good idea of how to most effectively heat and cool molds.
I would say that the opportunity in this field, as well as skilled trades in general, is the fact that, number one, there is much less people involving themselves in it, so the jobs are plentiful.
We got to really get a strong comfort level around the values that both Troy and Julio have regarding the future, regarding the advancement of the tribe. It fell right in line with our value system. This is an industry that's ripe with demand right now for highly skilled labor. We would welcome and absolutely encourage any young tribal citizen to stop by to learn what we're all about and to explore the opportunities that we have to offer.
Bravery is to face your foe with integrity, to do what is right even when the consequences are unpleasant.
My name is Donna. I am in my second year with DA Dodd. I'm a project manager. I'm basically overseeing the different jobs. So every day is different and you get to meet and interact with all kinds of people. Sitting at a computer screen and putting this all together, you can see, all right, this isn't going to work, but we can just move this a little here, a little there. It is a lot easier to do it on a computer screen than when you're down there actually in the space working. And when I first started, there were very, very few females in the field, and now there's more and more. I would say if you're younger and you want to go into a field like this, there are so many different opportunities that you have.
My name's John. I'm Operations Manager, Benton Harbor Division of DA Dodd. I've been here 12 years. We have service, HVA service, plumbing service, and then we do a lot of small jobs too. So DA Dodd, I think corporate-wide, we're probably over 200 employees. In the future, our plan is to grow the fab shop. We'd like to see more people out there working. With Mno acquiring DA Dodd, I think we had worked at the casinos, the South Bend Casino. We did, of course, all the fab here. They saw the value in us. Mno, stresses family values. I think DA Dodd has always felt that way. We've always got that feeling from upper management that they care about their employees and they care about their customers. We're a family here. I mean, that's it. A big house full of brothers and sisters. So.
Truth. Truth is to know all of these things. Speak the truth. Do not deceive yourself or others.
A marker tree is a bent tree. Most trees stand up, but this tree bends probably to the west because that was the path that a lot of our people went, to the west, The bent tree, the market, is named after the bent tree. Wisdom is to be passed on to generations ahead. That's when you pass that on to the next ones.
We started 7-Gen architecture up in 2012, and it's now running into multi-million-dollar federal contracts. And I think that's a reflection of what we can do when we put our mind together and we are purposeful about it. And the foundation of that is our values, and we move forward, we can do a lot of things for our tribe.
From a teacher's perspective, the renovations have been great. It's been a very good construction, and then the technology has been great with the televisions and being able to have that type of technology. I see a change in the students, in their sense of pride and their sense of wanting to take care of the school more.
My name is Jackie Winchester Jones. I'm a junior here, and I've lived here my whole life. I love it, especially these new commons rooms, because when we're working in class, we can ask to go here and just work on it in here, so it's more quiet and stuff. And the new carpets, the new chairs, just everything I love about it. So growing up, my mom taught me about my ancestors and what they did back then, and it's pretty cool because I had no idea about that. And me, I'm not fully Potawatomi, and my ancestors were, so it's pretty cool to learn about what they really did. Being a part of the tribe, I think it's a real blessing.
Respect. To honor all creation is to have respect. You must give respect if you wish to be respected. I used to pump the water for our cows. And let me tell you, I was there for 4 hours pumping that water trough full for those cows. So I know the value of water. When I was a child, even though when I was standing there at that pump, pumping this water, I never thought that there would be a day that you'd have to buy water. Water is free. It's out there, and I guess it's the Indian in me that makes me want everything to be the way it was. We have a job. Troy has a job, I have a job. And that is to tell our young ones to respect this area, everything that there is, so that when we go on to the next world, we've done our job. So that's what I want them to know, the young ones, to know that water is sacred. And so I want my grandchildren, when I pass away, that they say, Grandma did a good job.
Honesty. Be faithful to fact and reality. To walk through life with integrity is to know honesty. Recognize who and what you are. Be honest in every action and provide good feelings in the heart. Honesty keeps life simple.
Mediating the built and natural environments is much more than a tagline at WBK Engineering LLC. It actually reflects some deeply held corporate values. We value the land and we value people, and we know that when change is needed, a light footprint working with natural processes is the best approach. That is why the Forest Preserve District of DuPage County hired WBK to design and consult on the construction of more than a half-mile of stream restoration, a project that goes to the core of the district's mission of stewardship of the natural environment. People are drawn to the sound of rushing and tumbling water. Built at a cost of $1.6 million, the project construction was on time and on budget, despite having to weather some major flood events during its fragile post-construction phase. Whenever there is an opportunity in a construction project and a willing client, WBK is a firm that brings to the forefront an appreciation for the stewardship of the natural environment. We can design almost anything, but this project is an example of listening to what the land wants to be, and our job was to get it there more quickly.
Love. To know peace is to know love. Love must be unconditional. When people are weak, they need love the most.
Mno-Bmadsen means the good path or the good direction. Mno is good in our language. The 7 grandfather teachings are really who we are as a tribe. So if you ask, what is it that I need to be? What makes me the best person I can be, the best employee I can be, frankly, the best leader I can be? It is those 7 attributes that we describe in our grandfather teachings. As far as I know, all of our traditions go back to forever. So we've always been here, we've always had this wisdom from our Creator, and we always will. I am Pokagon Potawatomi.
I am Pokagon Potawatomi.
Pokagon Potawatomi.
Pokagon Potawatomi.
And this is my
And this
tribe.
is my tribe.
And this is my tribe.
Not everyone is able to use a feather and don't have a feather. Sometimes they'll present you a feather, and that's the time that you speak. Now it's your turn. What will you say? Mno-Bmadsen is the good path.